Guys, it is time. We got everything loaded up. We're gonna do one last little walk around here. Make sure we got everything together. Heading to Washougal this weekend. 125 Dream Race. All right, guys, here we go. We're on the road, heading to Washougal, Washington, for a little two-stroke dirt bike racing. My buddy Randy talked me into doing this. Well, he didn't have to twist my arm or anything. I really kind of wanted to do it, but weather's not working out early on here. It's a mess. This is on the 205. And at this point, I'm not sure how excited I am about doing this.
Well, at least it's not raining up here at Washougal. That's great. Well, looks like we made it. This might suck.
Yeah, we had a pretty good storm push through here.
Weather tomorrow.
Dumped a lot of rain. But we made it.
This is Saturday night. Full shot challenge.
A lot of fun. A lot of fun was had up here. I was excited like this was a national day. You know me, I love the two-stroke. It's my favorite bike to ride. So there was practice on Saturday. Just an open practice. All bikes were welcome. We got through that. I'm not showing you any of that today. That came up in a previous video if you want to watch that. So this is Sunday morning. We're getting a couple laps of practicing before we start the racing. And the track is slippery. It's really slippery when it's wet. But surprisingly, the track came around really well. It was still much better this morning than it was Saturday. And even Saturday in the afternoon, the track really cleared up. It was pretty good. This is the first lap on Sunday. So I'm just trying to get a feel for it, figure out where the ruts are going to develop and how this is all going to play out. Unfortunately, I got on the track about 8:15 for practice, and I was the last Moto 250 novice, was the last Moto of the day. So I didn't get back on the track till almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I had no idea what the track looked like for my first moto. And then my last moto, of course, being the very last moto of the day, last bikes on the track. That came close to 5 o'clock. So I made for a long day. I was tired by 1 o'clock just because of the heat and running around, you know, watching my buddy Randy race. See me kind of roll all the whoops here. Unfortunately, I don't get better at the whoops as the day goes on. This is pretty much all I got. I think I let it get in my head a little bit early on, and it kind of became a thing where I could tell by Sunday that I wasn't going to have it figured out. So, no big deal. I still had a great time. Made it through safely. Didn't get hurt. Didn't hit the ground. And yeah, sorry about the camera as well. It got coated early on, and I never did get a clean wipe on it to get it clear. This mud is kind of clay-based and it's kind of sticky. So you might get the big chunk off the lens, but it's hard to get all the residue off. Track ended up getting extremely ruddy, and it's funny, like I said in my last video, I thought I was okay at ruts, but this was like a whole new level, and I pretty much just got my butt kicked out here. So. But what an event, man. What a great time. Two-stroke. Just shredding a national track. A national track that was prepped very well. We even ended up with a tiny bit of dust at the end of the day, so yeah, it was great. The track was good. So big shout out to the Washougal crew and all the guys up there. They know what they're doing. They know how to prep a track, and it was pretty epic. The organizers for this event, you know who you are. This was awesome. I can't believe that I waited 13 years to get out here and spend some laps. I guess I just thought it was a 125 only thing, and it's not. Obviously, they do let some other sized bikes in here. Of course, 125s are the focus of the event. And with any luck next year, I'll have a 125 to be able to bring out and do some dirt bike racing. But even when it was wet like this, there was still a surprising amount of traction in it. It definitely would get some slick spots. In here was one of them. But yeah, dirt was surprising. As a matter of fact, I'm so used to the stuff we have around here that this bike really felt like it was a rocket ship. It was pulling so hard everywhere, and just it was hard to hold on to. But a lot of fun. And quick spoiler alert, I did not win. I didn't even come close to winning. We had a huge gate. We had 39, 40 people on the gate. We had pretty much a full gate. I've never raced with that many people. The track will definitely support that many people because it's a big track. But coming into the first turn, I was really a big chicken. I let off early. Didn't hold it on into the turn, and yeah, I was pretty much last coming out of the first turn. Both motos. And just kind of made my way through. A lot of guys didn't start the second moto, as it being the last moto of the day. I think they were kind of burnt. And a lot of guys didn't finish the first lap of the first moto because there were a whole bunch of DNFs, and I think that's just because they didn't get a lap time in. So. Yeah, I ended up going 28-24 for 22nd overall, which my goal was when I figured out how many people were in the class. I was really shooting for that mid-pack area right around. I really wanted top 20, and I didn't quite get there. It really wasn't very competitive. It wasn't very fast at all. Even the novice classes, full of guys who know how to ride dirt bikes. But that's okay. It was a great experience. A great time was had. I was smiling the whole weekend. Good times with good people, as the cliche saying always goes. Yeah, a bunch of like-minded guys up here just loving riding two-strokes. There were some fast dudes up here, that's for sure. Of course, if you're new to the channel, I'm on my 2004 KX250. Bought this bike brand new in late 2004, early 2005. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, this bike still runs great. Solid performer. Suspension's a little harsh. Still trying to work the bugs out of that. But like I said, the suspension on this bike was never very good. And I don't claim to know what I'm doing when I'm messing with clickers even, so I'm just kind of winging it. Yeah, plan on coming back next year and maybe making an annual event out of this and trying to show up, as much as I can, as long as I can stay healthy, get the time off work and all that. This is too much fun not to show up to. Try to be on a 125 next year. Maybe I'll bring the 250 as well and run 2 classes. It definitely makes for a long day just doing the 1 class. I kind of knew that going into it, but I felt like this being the first time I'm racing it, I wasn't sure that I wanted to do 2 classes. Plus, I wasn't really sure how this was all going to work out as far as what classes you're riding. They don't have a ton of classes. They said they try to keep it to smaller rider size, limited to right around that 500 rider mark. So it's mostly 125 stuff. I've got a 500 class, which was fun to watch, and then this 250 novice and a 250 masters class, I think. A few other classes mixed in there, some 40 plus stuff, but there's no, they don't break it down a lot into beginner, expert, novice sort of thing. So, all right, practice is done. Time for some moto. Yeah, if you've never been to Washougal, come check it out. It's just a great facility. A lot of fun. This is the 500 class. Man, these guys were crazy. Fun to watch, though. Just a horde of 125 screaming through their whoops. But they sure do make it look easy.
Guys, we're out here at the Washougal, ready to ride, ready to rip. 125 dream race, riding 250cc novice. I'm gonna get my butt kicked, but I'm gonna have a blast doing it. Every year, this is my thing every year from now on.
On the line with a bunch of other guys, man. You see, I can tell I'm way off base, so I slow down, try to cut back inside, and just get waxed by this guy. Not his fault, man. I cut across the track trying to get back to the inside there. But I'm lucky I didn't go down. Learned my lesson there. Notice I did try to look back over my shoulder and see if there was anybody there, and I didn't see anybody, so my bad. Pretty much last place there. Big shout out to Randy for getting some good shots. Horsepower Hill. Yeah, the novice class is no joke. I've been riding dirt bikes for 38, 39 years. I'm still riding novice, and I still suck at this. This is how I made most of my passes. These guys going down, making mistakes early. This is it, man. We're racing dirt bikes on Washougal, the outdoor national track. It's pretty exciting. For us guys that have never done it before, this is pretty cool. Look at these ruts. This is the first moto. Mind you, the very last of the first motos, but big triple coming up. No, I didn't do that all day. Didn't even consider it. Over the wall jump into the sand. A lot of rollers in through here. Don't really notice it, but there are. This part got ruddy and dark, and it was kind of tricky. I like not to jump there, keep it safe. Inside here and just about wadded up. That scared the crap out of me. I'd been going inside there yesterday during practice, and it was working out pretty well. But yeah, those lines developed a little different today, and kind of caught me off guard. I don't think I went inside there again the rest of the day. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing through here. These ruts, man, they were treacherous. This one had a little hook in it. It was kind of a weird deal. Come up over this little tiny step up. Never really got that figured out either. You know, I didn't feel like it was much faster to jump it, so I just kind of rolled it. It was much safer to roll than it was to take a chance on hooking the back wheel on the second lip. Like I said, I haven't been on the track since 8 o'clock in the morning. So this is all new. All new to all of us, though. Well, some of these guys ran more than one class, so they may have been a little more up to date on what was going on. But... and then there were no ruts formed through here, which was crazy because yesterday this was really good. Oh, it sounds so good. I don't know if you can see the chop that's inside the rut. It was crazy. I have a whole new respect for the pros. I mean, those guys, the speed they're going, making split-second decisions, it's pretty impressive. There's one thing that I definitely feel like I didn't do well today. It was find lines. Usually I feel like I'm decent at finding a better line. And today I just felt like I just kind of hit all the worst stuff. Never really figured it out. Man, what a lot of fun racing a older bike, not quite vintage, out here on a national track like this. Man, this was fun. You gonna try to jump? No, maybe not. I don't know, I couldn't figure it out. Couldn't get the rhythm down. Really wanted third gear. Just couldn't do it. It's like I kept staying with this line, and if I would have went outside or inside of it, it would have been better. I don't know why I kept doing that. That's just not being aware of my surroundings as well as I should be. Kind of getting tunnel vision, so to speak. It's like, I guess it worked the lap before. That's the line I was going to stick with. Got to get a little better at paying attention to what's going on. I'm already getting tired, looking over my shoulder trying to figure out how much more of this I gotta do. Felt like I really launched it off that little bit. then again, through there, I kind of find the deepest rut to run through, and that's where I pretty much stayed all day. But that was short. Definitely feel like I could have jumped another 10 feet in much better position. The GoPro doesn't show it, but the shadows in here are pretty rough. You go from being able to see with all the sunlight. I mean, this is me getting lapped right here. Saved me having to do an extra lap.
Good lap to the last minute. I love it. Oh, that was hard, dude. So hard. There's too many guys out there.
Let's do this again. Moto 2. Lined up on the inside this time. Same results. I'm getting waxed here. At least I didn't bump into anybody. I just do not hold it on long enough coming into that first year. Again, last moto of the day. It's getting dusty out here. We're going for it. Well, much as I can. Looks like everybody made it through without hitting the ground that time. So yeah, in this moto, I felt like there wasn't quite a full gate this time. Like I said, I think a lot of people, this being the last moto of the day, decided to skip it. Hopefully it wasn't really any injuries or anything. But I tell you what, the track's pretty rough, and the ruts are much deeper and much longer, and the shadows are that much more shadowy. Does that work? I don't think that's working. Big triple here? No. Like I said, didn't even try it. It's just as much fun not doing it. A little bounce after that. I needed 5 or 10 more feet just to get up on top of that. Bike worked pretty good though, I have to admit it. Like I said, it hooked up really well. The Dunlop MX34 on point. Was never searching for traction, that's for sure. Matter of fact, a lot of times I try to steer with the rear of the bike and break it free and spin it around a little bit, and that was harder to do. It was harder to break the rear of the bike loose. So with a lot of traction up here, it's like, again, I was just kind of surprised by that. That is not impressive at all. These things, man, these were tough. They are deep and about the width of a tire, and that's it. I know it doesn't look like much on camera, but man, it was tough. I was tired before this moto started. It was a long day. I was up by 7 a.m. You know, got practice in early and then just sat around and waited in the sun. It wasn't hot. I mean, it was in the 80s. But, you know, with that sun just beating down on you, it felt hot. Back in the dust almost reminds me of woods racing. All these trees, a little bit of dust. Going inside there was pretty good. Going outside, those ruts got pretty deep. Tough to navigate. Unless you're good at it, which I'm not. There we go. Find the deepest rut. Go through that one. And you also had the sun kind of have an effect on you as well. It was lower in the sky, so you get a little bit of sun in the eyeballs occasionally. This section here, still feeling like they could do something different here to make this better. Kind of almost did a little more on that one, but not really. Man, those ruts were tough.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Yes, I was getting tired. I was tired for most of this moto. Kind of just ready to get it done with. I was having fun, but I always hate being the last moto of the day. And I have to remind myself that somebody has to be the last moto of the day. If it wasn't you, it would be somebody else. So just go out, put your laps in, have some fun. Try not to get lapped. Fortunately, I did not get lapped in this one. I was able to get all my laps in. But it was a struggle. But anyhow, there's just another lap or two left of this. I think I'm going to sign out for now. So thanks for watching, and until the next one, I'm out. Fun. That's it, man. My first 125 dream race done. Pretty epic event. Had a lot of fun. I'll come back next year on a 125 in the tunnel. That's gotta sound weird. Come back next year on the 125 and see how it goes. The 125 that I don't have yet. But 250 class was fun. Ready for more next year. Let's do it.